Hi dear students, in the previous session we discussed about the phylum Annelida. In today's session we are going to take up the next phyla, that is Arthropoda. So here arthropodon members constitute about 80% of the total diversity of animal kingdom. So take for example, if 100 animals are there, animal groups are there, animal organisms are there, out of those 100, 80 will be the arthropodons only. So in that you can find 7 different classes again, which constitute about 80% of the total biodiversity on earth. So now we are going to discuss about the general properties of arthropoda, and later we will take up the special characteristic features of all the organisms which comes under the arthropoda. So I came up with one of the special one thing that you already observed in your daily life or real life alli nodirtira, and we spoke about the fungal disease called as red rot disease. Red rot disease anteli sugar cane ge barutte anta nanu helidde, okay na. So I will show you how the red rot disease will be there. If you consider, so you are going to see the sugar cane here, and inside that the edible part, a fibrous edible part will be there. So that is came up with the fungal disease called a red rot disease. So illide nodi red rot disease ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಎಡ್ಜ್ ಹೇಗಾಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದರ ಈಲ್ಡ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ರೆಡ್ ರಾಟ್ ಡಿಸೀಸಿಂದ. ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಫಂಗಲ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ ದಿ ಈಲ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಜನರಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್ಥ್ರೋಪೋಡಾ. ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿರಲ್ಲ, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಜ್ಯೂಸ್ ಕುಡಿದಿರ್ತೀರ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಅಪ್ ದಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಫೈಲಾ, phylum Arthropoda. Phylum Arthropoda. Here the arthropoda word suggests that these organisms possess jointed legs. Arthro refers to jointed and poda refers to legs. So here these organisms are having jointed legs. Small fragmented pieces will join together to form a complete leg, and it is arised from the main body. So those are called as arthropodons. Here when it comes to a general characteristic features, you can find that these are having organ system level of organization, organ system level of organization, and then they are developed from 3 germ layers. So that's why these are said to be triploblastic animals, and they have their own body cavity which is framed by mesodermal germ layer. So that's why these are called as coelomates. Coelomates due to the presence of body cavity. And coming to their habitat, body plan, that is tube within a tube type, tube within tube type of body plan. Next, coming to their habitat, you can able to find out the insects in a very moist soil, or it may be a dry area, or it may be on the top of the tree. You can find these in the space also, which are always flying, and they can be living in the water habitat. So that's why you can find these type of organisms which may be burrowing habitat, or may be in the flying mode. So it may be in the terrestrial, or may be in the arboreal type, or may be in the case of aquatic. So that's why these arthropodon members are said to be cosmopolitan in habitat. Cosmopolitan in habitat. It refers to found anywhere. Found anywhere. So next property is these organisms body can be divided into two segments which will develop head, thorax and abdomen. When it comes to head, it consists of paired compound eyes. You will discuss in detail about the structure of a cockroach and its internal body structures also. It will be in the 7th chapter. Cockroach, arthropoda, one example tagontivi. Okay, paired compound eyes will be there. Here, when it comes to eyes, there are two different types, simple eyes and compound eyes. Insects are having compound eyes, and those compound eyes are a group of more than 2000 Ommatidia. More than 2000 Ommatidia. ಒಂದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು 2000 ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಒಮೆಟಿಡಿಯನ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡೋ ಅಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ನ ನಾವು ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಐ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ paired compound eye. Next it consists of a sense organs called as antenna and antennules. Few are having antenna and few are having antenna and antennules. Eradu irutte. So we will take this as antenna first and then antennules as a sense organs. And after this they consist of a unique mouth parts. It consists of unique mouth parts depending upon their food type which it is going to have. So here unique mouth parts will be there. It depends on the food which is having. Take for example, here there a cockroach. First is cockroach, jirle anta karitivala adu. Okay na? So this is having chewing type of mouth part. Then the next type, for example, mosquito, it is having sucking type of mouth part. Blood na suck madutte. Sucking type of mouth part. So next come to the sponging type. Or some are having piercing type. So here I have taken chewing type, sponging type, sucking type and piercing type of mouth parts. So here paired compound eyes, sense organs called as antenna and antennules, unique mouth parts depending upon their food habit, that is chewing type, sucking type, sponging type and piercing type of mouth parts. Then it also consists of a connection to the next body part called as thorax. 360-degree angle rotating. Some of the arthropodan members, and some are having maximum of 180-degree angle rotating head will be there. That helps in finding of their predator. So predator yaudide annadannu nodlikku kuda help agutte. So the insects are eaten by next higher level organisms. So those higher level organisms are said to be predators and these will become the prey. So that's why they consist of a easily movable head and which is connected to the next part called as thorax. When it comes to thorax, it consists of is having a jointed two pair of legs which are jointed. Okay, so which are jointed. We'll discuss about the each and every joint in the next coming chapters, and later on some insects possess Some insects possess exoskeletal wing also, and some are having only a endoskeletal transparent wing will be there. When it comes to housefly, you can find the transparent wing, right? But in case of some of the insects, they possess a outer exoskeleton which is made up of chitin, that is which is harder in nature, rigid ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದರಲ್ಲಿ transparent ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. So totally 2 pair of wings will be there. One is inner wing and is transparent, and the next is outer wing, which is protective in nature and is hard and will becomes a exoskeleton. Is made up of one of the complex polysaccharide. It is made up of complex polysaccharide called as chitin. In case of fungi, we came up with the chitin, one of the chemical component which makes the outer cell wall, that is chitin. There you can find a very fine and also which is a very flexible one. Smooth chitin material will make the outer cell wall in case of fungus. But here in insects or in the members of Arthropoda, you can find the chitin which is mixed up with the calcium salts so that it becomes harder. Calcium salts and chitin combination will makes the exoskeleton which is harder one. A hard exoskeleton which is made up of a complex polysaccharide called as chitin, and it is mixed with the calcium salt to provide a rigid property or exoskeletal property. Even the insect has been dead, but the exoskeleton will not get decomposed very soon. It will take a long time to get decomposed. So here, due to the presence of calcium salts. Regarding thorax, we completed. Here you can find 2 pair of legs which are jointed and 2 pairs of wings. It may be inner wing which is transparent one and outer wing hard skeletal providing, and also it is made up of complex polysaccharide called as chitin. It is mixed with the calcium salt. And then come to the last part, that is abdomen. Here abdomen. In case of abdomen, which is having the connection with the thorax, abdomen having a connection, sorry, AN here it is, having a connection with the thorax, and based on this you can able to find out or differentiate between the male individual and female individual. There is a special sexual dimorphism which has been started from Aschelmanthus. Platyhelminthes tanka navu male or female anta identify madlikke aglilla, but when it comes to Aschelmanthus, we can able to observe the male individual organism and female individual organism. Ascaris lumbricoides alli nodudri neevu, okay na? So which is having a prehensile tail, that is male, and which is having a longer body structure, female anta helidri. In the same way, it comes to earthworm, there will be a hermaphrodite property. There is no differentiation for this. But when it comes to arthropoda, there is a sexual dimorphism. A sexual dimorphism will be there. Sexual dimorphism will be there, and they consist of male and female arthropodan members. And out of all those arthropodan members, if the abdomen is with very few segments, it may be 3 to 4 segment bearing will be male and 4 to 6 segments, or it may be 4, 5 or 6 segments will be there, then it is considered as a female. As because they consist of a ovipositor and also egg ಕನ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಯುಟ್ರಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರಬೇಕು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಎಗ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಲಾಂಗರ್ ಟೈಮ್. So these are the conditions. So that's why it consists of a little bit extended abdomen. But in case of males, they only possess with 3 to 4 body segments. When you write the diagram of an insect, it is easily able to understand the structure. So here it is considered as a mouth part. First one, it is mouth part, and above this, on the ventral side you can find the mouth parts, on the dorsal side you can find the red color. Okay, so that red color will be the compound eyes. You can find this compound eyes. I am writing the structure of insect, and later it consists of a antenna, right? So these are the antenna, and some are having antennules also, and later this head is continued with the next succeeding portion called as thorax, which are little bit elongated with dorsoventrally flattened structure. Dorsoventrally flattened structure sometimes, not all the time. This is dorsoventrally flattened. Next to the head region, nearer to the anterior end of thorax, is a presence of first jointed leg. So it is a presence of first jointed leg. Like this it will be there. No need to write this diagram also. So here is the first pair of leg. Okay na? So next is at the posterior end you can find the another pair of leg. Just I am writing the rough diagram to understand the structure. In this way the structure will be there. And coming to the abdominal region, if you consider this as a male, I am writing male first, and later I will rub the abdominal structure and will extend it. So this is in this way. Okay. So and upon this legs there will be a presence of wings also. These are the wings. Okay, so wings, paired wings, and later this abdomen is getting divided by the segments. So these are the 3 to 4 segments. So I am written with the 3 segments, and here it is considered as a male. If the segments are more in number, along with that the structure is extended. So here you can pause the video for some few seconds and observe this male individual insect. I am writing housefly structure. And after this, if the same insect which is having the abdomen made of more than 4 to 5 segments, it may be 6 also, 6 to 7 tanka irutte, 1 2 3 4 5 6 4 5 tanka ide. Okay, so this will be considered as a female insect. So in this way you can find out the sexual dimorphism between male and female arthropodan member. Understood about the divisions of organism: head, thorax and the abdomen. So I have understood about the true segmentation of the organism. We will go to the next properties, so which are having the digestive system. Here these insects possess the digestive system. Digestive system is complete with mouth and anus. Mouth at anterior end and anus at posterior end. And it is going to have a food. It may be depend on the origin. Here sometimes the insect is going to suck the blood. Say for example mosquito, it is an exoparasite. Or sometimes you can find the ticks and mites, ಉಣ್ಣೆ ಹೇನು ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಕರಿತೀರಲ್ಲ, ತಿಗಣೆ, ಈ ಥರದ್ದು ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಆರ್ಥ್ರೋಪೋಡಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೊಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ಓಕೆನಾ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ನೀವು ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸೋ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀರ, ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಲೀವ್ ಆನ್ ಅದರ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್. So in that way it will be there, and they are getting the partially digested food, and the nutrition is going to taken by the blood itself. So in that way you can find the incomplete digestive system and complete digestive system. The insects which are getting the food from the plant or animal origin, you will find the complete digestive system, mouth and the anus. And later on then we are going to take up the next property of the next system, that is respiratory system. Respiratory system. In case of respiratory system, you can find 4 to 5 different types. So those are general body surface. A skin acts as a body surface in case of almost all the insects. General body surface in case of all the insects. And coming to the gills, gills acts as a respiratory organs. So that's why here in case of prawn it will be there. Prawns are having gills, water insect. This is one of the water insect, that is prawn, having gills as its respiratory organs. And the next type is book gills. Book gills, it will be there in case of king crab. ಏಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಏಡಿಕಾಯಿ ಅಂತ, ಅದು ಓಕೆನಾ. ಕಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಬ್, they consist of book gills. And coming to the book lungs, book lungs, there will be presence in case of scorpion, ಚೇಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಲ್ಲ ಅದು, ಓಕೆನಾ, scorpion. And in case of last one, trachea acts as its respiratory organ in most of the insects. Insects ಬೇರೆ, ಪ್ರಾನ್ ಬೇರೆ, ಸ್ಕಾರ್ಪಿಯಾನ್ ಬೇರೆ, ಕಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಬ್ ಬೇರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಬೇರೆನೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. And we already know that there are 7 different classes. 7 different classes. So that's why we should focus on the different properties also. And next coming to the circulatory system. Circulatory system. In case of this, the circulatory system is of open type. Open type. A space which is provided in this for circulation of the fluid, circulatory fluid, will be called as sinuses. Sinuses. The space which provided by the organs present in the insect's body, arthropodal members body, the space which is provided. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಆರ್ಗನ್ ಇದೆ, ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟಿವ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಆರ್ಗನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವ, ಇಂಟ್ರಾ ಆರ್ಗನಲಾರ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದಿರ್ತದೆ. ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಂಟೆಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್, ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಟರಿ ಫ್ಲೂಯಿಡ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಇಂಟರ್ ಆರ್ಗನಲಾರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಸೈನಸಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲೇಟರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ is of open type in case of arthropodans, and you can find that the absence of respiratory pigment, the absence of respiratory pigment, respiratory pigment called as HB anta bardirtini, that is called as hemoglobin. As in case of higher animals, you can find the presence of hemoglobin as a respiratory pigment. They helps in transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide back to the lungs. But in case of these arthropodal members, they doesn't possess the respiratory pigment called as hemoglobin or any of the other pigments. So for this reason, the color is not provided to the fluid. We are not saying this as a blood. The fluid, circulatory fluid is colorless, and that's why that is called as body fluid. So body cavity is called coelom, but the body fluid is called as cele. So that's why here it is said to be hemocele. Here the blood of insects or the members of arthropoda are said to be hemocele, as they lack with the respiratory pigment called as hemoglobin, and they doesn't possess with the color like red or yellow. Some insects are having, some organisms of animal group and kingdom is having the yellow colored blood also. So here in case of higher animals you can find the red blood color. So here there is no color for the fluid substance. So that's why it is called as a hemocele. And the heart, which is tubular one, the heart pumping organ present in arthropodal members will be tubular type. Tubular type. We will discuss about the tubular type of heart when it comes to the cockroach. I'm sorry. So next is the excretory system. Excretory system. Here the excretory system is based on the habitat where the arthropodal members are present. Excretory system is based on the organisms where they are living. Sometimes you can find the water insects. Sometimes you are going to find the terrestrial insects. If the insect is different from arthropodal members. Some of the arthropodal members will be present in the water body. Some of the arthropodal members will be present in the terrestrial habitat. If they are present in the water body, they will eliminate the chief excretory product as ammonia. So that's why they become ammonotelic. And few of the organisms of this arthropodal members are excreting uric acid as its chief product. Uric acid. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಇಕ್ಕೆಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಕ್ರೋಚಿಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಕ್ಕೆಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲೇ ನೀವೇನಾದರೂ ಈಗ ಮನೆಗೆ ಡೆಕೋರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ತೋರಣಗಳು ಆ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರ ನೀವು. ನೊಣಗಳು ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗಿ, ಹೌಸ್ ಫ್ಲೈಸ್ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಕಲರ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಕ್ಕೆಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಚೀಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೀಟರಿ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಯೂರಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್. So that's why these organisms are called as uricotelic. Uricotelics. Organisms are called as ammonotelics and uricotelics. Coming to the nervous system. Nervous system, there will be a presence of rudimentary brain. ಈಗ ತಾನೇ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನು ರುಡಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ರುಡಿಮೆಂಟರಿ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪೊಸೆಸ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ನರ್ವಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ಪೆರಿಫೆರಲ್ ನರ್ವಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಅ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಲಿಯಾನ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. ಗ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಲಿಯನ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ ದೇ ಪೊಸೆಸ್ ಅ ganglion cells. Coming to the reproductive system, they exhibit reproductive system as they are exhibiting sexual dimorphism and the sexes are separate. So that's why complete sexual reproduction is observed and there is no cross fertilization. Sexual reproduction will be observed and there is no cross fertilization, and they forms fertilization outside. Fertilization is outside and is called as external fertilization. External. And development, I will write here, development is both by direct and indirect method. When you consider that cockroach, the eggs are getting released as a new individuals of the smaller sized cockroaches, and those smaller sized cockroaches which resembles its parents itself. So those are called as nymph. When come to the development is both by direct and indirect method. Direct and indirect method. ಇದನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಒಮ್ಮೆ. Direct and indirect method. When in some cases of some arthropodans, they just giving rise their eggs into new individuals and which resembles the parents itself, and those are having only the external features and also internal structures, but they are absent with their sexual properties. Sex bearing structures will be just developing. Okay, so those structures are called as, those type of organisms which resembles the parents are called as nymph anteli kariತೀವಿ. Nymph, and they are not having the exoskeletal structure which is made up of chitin, but later on in successive stages they just develop into a new individual of the same type of a parental one, and they shows a molting process called, here you can write, I will write here, ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊ, a process called as molting. If the arthropodan members exhibit the direct development and they have the members which are formed new individuals, they are formed new individuals which are having the resemblance of its parents. Clear about the statement? And here the nymphs which are formed, those exhibit a successive stages of development. ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಥರ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತವೆ, and they bear different structures in their successive developmental stages, and it is by the process called as molting, and that molting is also called as ecdysis. Ecdysis, 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 the process called as ecdysis, and the hormone which helps in this molting or ecdysis process is called as ecdysone. Hormone responsible for molting or ecdysis process of a nymph in cockroach is called as ecdysone. So clear about this, and it is going to shed off their exoskeleton time to time, and again it shows the appearance of its exoskeleton. So that type of developmental activities are called as molting or ecdysis, and its responsible hormone will be ecdysone. Coming to the indirect development, you know, in case of butterfly or maybe in silk moth or maybe in case of some of the other insects also, you can find the egg later developed into a larvae which shows up for nearly 4 to 5 days or sometimes 15 days also. They shows the creeping movement, and then later they develop into a pupa. The outer covering will be there. Inside that the larvae will be resting for some time, and after some time they just released as a new individual of the parental type only. So in this way there will be an intermediate stage called as larval stages present in their developmental condition, and that is called as indirect development. You can find this in case of butterfly or maybe in other organism or other members of the arthropoda also, right? So you can find the reproductive system which is with the sexual dimorphism, and the process of reproduction is sexual method, and they show external fertilization, and they bring the developmental process both by direct and the indirect method. In case of direct method, they form a nymph by the process called as molting or ecdysis, and the hormone responsible is ecdysone. In case of indirect development, there is a larval stages which will help to bring the intermediate stages during its developmental activities, and later they develop into a new individuals. This can be observed in case of butterfly or maybe silk moth. So you came up with the different properties which are unique to arthropodans. Here it is general with up to tube within a tube type of body plan. So when we go through the members of arthropoda, you can find some are commercial and some may causes the diseases to the plants and animals also. So you can observe that some insects will affect to the animal body like a cow or maybe sheep, buffalo, dog. So itara domestic animals will get caused with the are infected with the insects, and that causes the continuous or chronic diseases. Kelvome enagutte diseases kuda agbiduttade, and that results in the death of animal also sometimes if it is severe, and sometimes it can be treated. That is, there is a presence of exoparasitism, but when in case of some of the insects are the arthropodan members which are having the capacity to infect bere. Okay, so if they have the capacity to infest the plant body, we will able to announce that there is a great loss in the production. The plant body is, if it is getting infested by the insects, yavella insects plant na infest ಮಾಡ್ತವೋ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಗ್ತವೋ, ಅವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಪೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. And those pests will cause us a great loss in their yield of any crop plants. ನೀವು ಇದು ಬ್ರಿಂಜಾಲ್ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಚಿಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ದಿ ಟೊಮ್ಯಾಟೊ or maybe any fruits. You can find the presence of insects, and those causes will be the great loss to the yield or production anteli heltivi. On the other hand, you can find the some other type of insects are the members of arthropoda which will be edible in nature, like a king crab, prawn. So ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು sea foods ಅಂತನೂ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, and we can find these in freshwater habitat also, and it can be taken as a food, and they possess a edible property with the various number of special nutritive value. Oligo polysaccharides, ಪಾಲಿಸ್ಯಾಕರೈಡ್ಸು ಮತ್ತು ಒಮೆಗಾ 3 ಫ್ಯಾಟಿ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಈ ಥರ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದು ಎಡಿಬಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಟಿವ್ ಫುಡ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕೂಡ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲೇಟರ್ ಆನ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ ನೇಚರ್. ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು absorb the nectar from the flowers and can able to conserve those things, conserve the nectar. So those you can find in case of honeybee, or you can find the same thing, the commercial value that they can produce a silk by silk moth. Apis indica is a scientific name of honeybee. Apis indica anteli ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ಜೇನು ಸಾಕಾಣಿಕೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So that will be of a great value, and in India only you can find 3 to 4 million tons of honey can be extracted every year, and it may produce us up to more than $15 billion. ಅಷ್ಟು ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, and with the great value of commercial importance. It consists of medicinal value, and it also possesses healthy values. ಸೊ ಅಥವಾ wound healing ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಇದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಾಸ್ಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಪಿಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಕಾ ಫಾರ್ ನೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೆನ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ದ ಸಿಲ್ಕ್ ಮಾತ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಲ್ಕ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್. ಸಿಲ್ಕ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಲಾಭ ಇದೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆ ಇನ್ಸೆಕ್ಟ್ನ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ದಿ many different properties of arthropodan members, and they possess 7 different classes. So 7 classes idave. So we completed with the phylum Arthropoda again, and in the next session we will go to the next phyla called as molluscans. I hope you all understood. Make a pause of this video for some time to write the general properties and the special and unique nature of the members of Arthropoda. Thank you, dear students.